Alright, video for Tom, take two. We'll start with intro. Intro is based on the E minor scale, which is E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, and E. I mainly play it in two positions. I play it with my plant finger at the 2nd fret, which gives you and then I play it with my plant finger at the 7th fret because that's where the octave of E is. And now the main theme of the song, so that's outlining the E minor chord, and then C. Then I do it again, and those notes are the F sharp and the G. So that first climb down is just straight down the scale. I'm starting at the C and ending up on an E. The first time through I do the second time I do that climb down, I don't add an extra. And the second climb down is so C to E, then A to C, then G to B, and then so that's A, B, G, A. And then that's where it moves up to the 7th fret. When you're playing guitar, your E chord would be at like the 7th and the 9th frets, and you have the open E there. And I'm basically doing that, but so excuse me, that's the B and the C. Then it goes A to D to C. And that climb down is from E to a B. So the E is the important note there. So an E and a C and the G. last climb down, the important notes there are the E, the A, and the G. Or no, sorry, C. E, A, C. And I end that climb down on a B. And the tricky part to remember is in that beginning sequence, so both times through, I'm doing this 3 times. To end the first phrase, I do one more and then the climb down. The second time through, I don't do I go straight to the climb down. That's that song. And then, of course, we end that song with the climb down. And the note I'm ending the climb down on is B. Because the song we're doing after that is Tonight, which is basically based on the same scale. The song's in E minor, even though B is the overall tone of the song. So it's an E and F sharp and then an E and hit the B. And I should probably mention now that even though we tune a half step down, I'm referring to all these notes as if we were in standard tuning, just to make it a little easier to comprehend. So everything you're hearing now is actually a half step down, but I'm referring to it like I'm still calling A, even though it's A flat. So Tonight is just, very simple verse and chorus. That's just an F sharp to an A. And after the guitar solo, when we get to that, I guess you'd call it a bridge because it's right before the chorus, we triple pump that, so it's... And that song's not very hard to learn. The next one is a little more complicated, and you're going to hate me for it. We call it blues tune. It's got 2 key changes in it. So the main theme is of course being a bass player, you might want to so that's A, D, C, and then the G is the lower note. The chorus is A to G and then A to F. And then vamp on the E for a minute. Now, during the guitar solo, we change keys twice. So, for when the guitar solo happens, you're going to come out of that. You're going to come out of the chorus in C. Then it goes up to D. So, the rhythm guitar you're going to hear on the album, I'm just kind of fucking around in C and then in D. It's like... That's simple. That's Blues Tune. At the end of Blues Tune, we play through the chorus twice. The first time it's just straight up chorus. Right there we get a little tricky. We do something called a chromatic climb. Chromatic is just playing one note right after the other. And what we do there is E, F, F sharp, G, then F sharp, G, G sharp, A. And the second time through, we kind of swing it. The first four are a straight count. The second time through, you give the middle two kind of an eighth note feel. And that's it. Rather than go for the hard stuff, I'm going to make this first video the easier stuff to handle. So let's move on to Malcolm. Now, Malcolm is going to begin with a bass thing. That's an A, a G, and a D. And we're on the G going into the main theme. So then it's a lot like Blues Tune. A, C, D, C, C, D, C, A, G. Then it's C, D, B, D, C. And there's your G and your D. Then during the verse, I simplify it a little. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just... So that's A, C, D, C. Ooh, an A, a C, and then the D and a C. Wonder why we call it Malcolm. Then the open E to the G. The chorus, cut your teeth on me. It's C. And then a chromatic climb down to A. The second time, so C to D to E. Behind the guitar solo is just a standard verse. Then coming out of the guitar solo, we go back to the chorus. But when we come out of the chorus, instead of going to the simple, we do the walking around thing again with the... And that end part, the first one is a G. Then a D. And the last part is A. And that's Malcolm. You know Ashes to Ashes. You know Pirate Song. Now this song is in A minor, and the the same shape I did down here when I was doing intro. Is right here in the A minor. It's the exact same shape. And if we were to use the open notes in the first position of the E minor, same thing in A minor. So that one part starts at G, then E. Did I just say G? It starts at F, then E, D, C, B, and back to the A. And that'll make it a lot easier for you than trying to figure out, because remember, I play like a guitar player. A lot of the things I do will be really hard to reach on a bass guitar. Just doing this, that's going to be a pain in the ass, you know? So you have to figure out better ways to finger it that work for your instrument and your comfort zone. Or even, I tend to play things on one string as much as I can, so I'm going to do it. But could be a lot easier, you know. That's why I know you really don't care about music theory, but learning the language is helpful in a situation like this. And then once you get the scales down and you know it's in A minor, you know you know where all the notes are, and it becomes second nature. So when you hear it, you're automatically gonna, you know, you'll have a lot easier time picking things up. So that's the part of Pirate Song you seem to have a little trouble with. The way I play that, that's it. And again, that song is in E minor. I'm trying to go over easy stuff in my head because Bruce's Blues gets a little bit complicated. The way we do number 11 now, I know you were in the band as we were working on it. It starts with Jeff doing a little drum thing. And D to A to C, then G, E. that's a lot like so your A and your E, and then bouncing on the G. So chorus, which is ABC, then BCD. Part where right before it starts to get quiet is G to A, then they throw in the C to D. I said they, I should say we. During the quiet part, you'll be vamping around on the A to F. And you can do anything you want there. And just play it as many times, and you'll hear Jeff start to do the drum sting. And when Jeff does that crazy little drum thing, that's when we're going to go to the... So, and I think behind that, we were just doing more of and then we end it with the chorus. So instead of going, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and add the G. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That. What other songs do we have? We went over Malcolm and Blues Tune, which will never be in the same place in the set because they're practically the same song. You know, Ashes to Ashes. Yeah, I hope you remember Face of Temptation. That one was basically, it's an A or A minor, but you only care about the A being the bass player. To G. Chorus is G, A, D, back to A, to G, G, A, D. Jeff and I call that particular song the set killer. Gee, I wonder why. Bruce's Blues is like a B to D, then B to A, or well, so that's B to D to B to D, then B to D to B to A, then B to D to B to D, F sharp, A, and then B. Chorus is B to G to D to A. So that's a D, C sharp, B,